is definitely here. We are getting chillier and chillier here in Colorado, which is nice because I absolutely love wearing hoodies. It's so comfortable. I am that girl. Give me a hoodie and some sandals and some stretchy yoga pants. I'm your girl. I am absolutely your girl. So today we're going to go over a few things. You know, Kevin McCarthy. Why is it that the Republicans love to threaten our livelihoods in order to get something done? Right? They're like hostage takers. We're going to start taking out people if you don't give us what we want. That's exactly what they're doing. They're desperately, desperately trying to make up the money that they lost during the Trump administration. Anyhow, we're going to go over that and a whole lot more. So please stay tuned. I love doing sage. Well, also incense and things like that. If you guys want to know the company that I use the most, I absolutely love them, is, let's see if I can get, they're made in Bali in Indonesia. They are, I don't know if there's like a product name on there. Maybe that's it, the name of it down there. They come in this. I opened it from the bottom, of course. But that's the name. Gembarine incense. Anyhow, they come with a whole bunch of them. They're so lovely. Anywho, this is what I usually have. My whole house just smells so. So first up is Gabrielle Hansen, who is running for mayor in Franklin, Tennessee. I don't know if anybody's heard. This is like a call to action and pay attention, Tennesseans, right? Apparently, here's some information about that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, more updates on the Gabrielle Hansen soap opera is playing out in real time. So today she had to go testify under oath at a hearing for ethics violations she may have committed. And while under oath, surprise, she lied multiple times and committed perjury. Now, she says she doesn't know where the alias Julie Newhouse comes from. No idea, she's in the dark, and she said that under oath. Phil Williams here, this great reporter, found out that she filed paperwork to trademark the fictitious name Julie Newhouse under her maiden name in 1994. That's lie number one. She made multiple other lies under oath. Will this come back to bite her? God, I hope so. Once again, this woman right here, Julie Newhouse, Gabrielle Hansen, MAGA lunatic, whatever you want to call her, is a known liar. She is a terrible person, and she is running for mayor of Franklin. So Franklin people, continue to share this. Show up at the election, which happens in October. Do not let this grifter get into office. She will destroy your town. But now she's lying under oath, getting caught. Phil Williams doing the good Lord's work. Continue to spread the word. This woman does not need to be an elected official and does not need to run a town. She will run you into the ground. Grifter, Julie Newhouse.
So now that you understand what she did, committing perjury and had an alias that she created back in 1999, all of this stuff, I would like to do a remote on her because I feel deeply that she is, how can I put this? A person of interest for Tennessee to get things done. Something that they need in charge to get something done. If you lay down what I am saying. So let me take a deep breath and go into her, whatever remote is going to happen with her. It's weird. first thing I see here is an all in white shoes, white clothes, white pants. This is a pantsuit. She is walking and getting into a solid white car. White usually means angelic, this, that, and the other, but I think they're trying to whitewash her, is what the feeling I see, like no blemishes. They're trying to whitewash her, get her clean, scrub her up. That's the feeling I see. And she gets into this car and she sits down and she's looking out and they hit a bump. And her things kind of go up and she's trying to gather them all again. They hit another bump, huger than the last one. And her stuff just goes up in the air and comes back down, and she's gathering it again and trying to put it in her purse. I think it's pretty symbolic of there's a lot going on with her. And people are trying to get into it. Okay, I want them to move me out of this car and all of her bumps and her things flying everywhere. Let's see what else. She's on the sidewalk walking. This is so freaky. I don't know what is going on in Tennessee, but she's walking, but each side of the sidewalk is gone. Like there's no ground. It drops off of cliffs. Again with the cliffs for Tennessee. And fire. There's fire below. It's like things are burning. But she's walking on the sidewalk. And now her sidewalk is falling. And she turned around and now she's running this way as her sidewalk falls. Okay. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people sitting around a table again, like a mastermind table, like gathering of the people trying to figure out. They're all yelling and talking to each other. It's like a great big old huge massive meeting at a conference table, I guess is a better way of describing it. But here's the scene. This is the weirdest part. So I can see there's flames. I can see into the flames, like there's an opening into the flames, like a round opening, and I'm looking through that opening of the flames that are coming up around. And I can see in there, and they're all at this table. But the table is in black and white. Like this happened a long, long time ago, like a decision that was made about the environment of some sort of something, structure, something about there's a city, maybe it's in close to her city, that a long time ago there was a decision being made about this city that may cause some structural damage, some climate damage. People of Tennessee probably has a lot more answers than I do, but that's exactly what I see. It's in black and white. All of these people that are sitting around, the film is in black and white. This was a decision that was made a long time ago, and there's a cover up. Oh, so this sounds so cliche. Like she's a descendant of the people who created this problem back in the day, and they're trying to cover it up. And she is a stonewaller to cover this up. They need her in place. to move people's attention away from this. Oh, Tennessee, please, please, please give me some information about this. I might look it up myself, but there's something, something, something. All right, I'm gonna come back out of that. Please be safe if you live in Tennessee. Please be safe if you live in the big cities of Tennessee. Good night. Okay, let's run some situationals and see what comes up. Trust me, people. I see some things as I'm watching them too, going, are you kidding me? Situational thing. Entertainment, money, heartstrings. Denial of the problem, not facing the truth, the anxiety of the people who know, scared, panicked. One more. On the verge, about to reveal and confess. Okay. Like I said, if you live in Tennessee, please, please, please take care, investigate, do some of your own research and some sort of history, because there's something going on. I'd bet my career on it. All right, so let's revisit a remote view that I did a while back about Florida. Do you guys remember the one that I did when I said, mark my words, Florida is going to, Ron DeSantis is going to go too far. Watch this clip.
It's going to be a great day. You want to know why? Because this is the headline in my email box this morning. Florida Republicans begin pushing back on DeSantis. No, I want to hear more, don't you? Evidence is mounting that Governor Ron DeSantis doesn't have the king-like stature in Florida that he once enjoyed. As I've talked about in many TikToks, his ability to control all levers of government and reshape the state's political landscape allowed him to rule the state by setting the agenda, and the rest of the legislature just followed suit. Lately, though, he's been getting more pushback. Here for it.
Can you imagine news getting out in Florida like this? That they are not thinking that Ron DeSantis is their Lord and Savior as they once did? Imagine that. So I'm going to run some cards on that as well. Situationals do feel like it's a good thing. Because I already did a remote view on that that Ron DeSantis was going to go too far. I also did a remote view a while back with Ron DeSantis, and all of a sudden he's out in the ocean in a little dinghy boat, and he's looking around going, wait, what happened? Where's everybody at? Again, sometimes you gotta let things percolate. So I'm gonna run some cards and see how Floridians are starting to turn, because there's no loyalty within thieves and liars and cheats, against the Satan, which is the best news I've heard in a long time. All right, first up. Okay, so the Sunshine State, happiness. Weird to get that one first, but we'll see what the other ones come next. Sold. Moving from the happiness. or sold or moving. Unexpected surprise and visit. These are weird cards for Florida right now. And love. So the people who love Florida are wanting to sell their homes because of it, and unexpectedly because of the probably the home renters insurance, the threat of hurricanes all the time. And Ron DeSantis is not taking care of everything. I mean, they do love it there. Florida is a happy place for them. But there's people are moving. They're coming together in this pursuit, which is really interesting. All right, so crickets. Crickets. So they're quietly selling their homes, trying to get out of there, coming together as people. They're gossiping amongst each other. Offers, proposals, commitments. If I didn't know any better, people are leaving Florida because they can't take it anymore. Quietly. Maybe the Satan is really starting to look really awful to them. The heck is this? Anyhow, that was fun, wasn't it? All right, so let's do how Floridians are feeling about the Schnazzies walking around and throwing their weight and their wording. Let's see how they really feel about it. Let's see. Page of Swords. They're not liking it. They think of their lies and cheats and steals, and they want them to go away. They need a break. The Floridians, not the crazy MAGAs, Florida man. They really want it to go away. Well, that's good. They're not buying it. They're not taking it on. It's a burden to them. All of a sudden, Biden shows up in their mind. That's interesting. Maybe Biden was right. They need to go into hiding because they might be turning their minds to Democratic ways. Independence. The Magician. Power. Shifting their power. Shifting their thoughts. Shifting their beliefs. Shifting their support, which would be, in their mind, power towards the Republican Party or DeSantis. And away from the Schnazzies. Well, that's good news. Here's another problem that Trump is having. So General Mark Milley, the general, right? Yeah. General Mark Milley was talking about, is it Mike Milley or Mark Milley? Anyways, you know who I'm talking about. He was talking about he had a, well, anyways, let's watch this clip and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Captain Luis Avila, a U.S. soldier, severely wounded by an IED explosion December 2011 in Afghanistan.
According to a stunning new profile in The Atlantic, following wounded Army Captain Luis Avila's rendition of God Bless America, Trump walked over to congratulate and embrace him. But moments after that, the former president told Chairman Milley, quote, "Why do you bring people like that here? No one wants to see that. The wounded. Never let Avila appear in public again."
I think that was a moment that was deeply unnatural for American military leaders, not just Mark Milley. They venerate veterans and combat survivors like Captain Avila. The idea that you would hide them, it's repugnant. It runs counter to their instinct. I don't think Mark Milley, when he came in 2019, thought he was dealing with Mr. Rogers. It took until Lafayette Square the next year for Mark Milley to fully understand what he's dealing with here.
Okay. So, Trump is a monster. He is an outright monster. That's what Hitler used to say to anybody who had disabilities. They didn't find them valuable, or they didn't want them out in public. The perception of perfection is the only idea that he wanted to see, experience, and look at. Trump is a monster. I know I am preaching to the choir, but if there is anybody out there that has a slight turn towards Trump, I want you to hear how much of a monster he is. So anyways, I'm going to throw some cards on what the military really thinks about Trump. And then I'm going to do a remote view on Mr. Tuberville, or Tuberville, or whatever his name is. You know, the one that's holding back promotions in the army or the military. Not necessarily the army, but all the military. All right. What does the military... Steady progress. This comes out and represents the military, so which is good. Patience, the steady progress. Change, routine. It's the military, so it represents the military. Families in the military. Juggling. So I just picked up on all the energy of the military. But the pain, the grief, and the loss of war in the military, the emperor, the authority, the structure of the military. I appreciate you. All right. So now that I've picked up on the energy of the military, now I want to know what they think about Trump. So let's go there. Thank you, cards. Thank you, tarot. Thank you, spirit. I understand. You want to always give me the backstory, but let's think about how they feel about Trump and this incident alone. Remember, Trump has witnesses. That's one thing that you have to keep on reiterating to all of the maggots. Well, it's a lie. No, there's witnesses to what he says. How crazy can you not understand that? Okay, let's see what the military thinks about this incident. Truth and clarity around the world. Cutting through the truth and the clarity around the world, which is really, really interesting. Cutting through the truth. So they're learning about the truth of this guy. Okay. The balancing of the forces. Difficult choice. Oh, difficult choice when they know who they're dealing with. They're starting to make choices. Logical, swords are thinking, right? Critical thinking choices against the man that they too believe that he is evil. Well, good. So Senator Tommy Tuberville, who is a U.S. Senator in Alabama. We all know the story. He's been not allowing any of the military. I don't even know how. Maybe somebody can explain to me how he got into that place where he can just log jam everything. I, whatever. Anywho, of course, the Senate now has gone around him and they're starting to appoint people, and I get that. But he doesn't understand. Maybe some people don't understand. Maybe you can push back on this. Promotions to the military members are incredibly important. They're not only important, that is a job requirement. You can't just stay at one rank while you're in the military forever and ever and ever. Then they start the process of getting you out of the military. Also, on top of that, promotions also bring extra money for the family members. So he is literally, because he doesn't want the military women to have medical care for their uterus, whatever is happening in there. He thinks because he doesn't like that, his selfish and self-centeredness can just log jam everybody else's lives, careers, and the military, and put our defense at a low defense, right? That may not have made sense, but whatever. Anyways, I'm going to do a remote on this guy. I already don't like him, as you can tell. However, Voldemort is getting really pissed off that the Senate has now done a workaround in his so-called hard work of log jamming the military. So let me take a deep breath, Mr. Alabama. Ugh. He's slimy. I literally just felt slippery. That didn't come out right. Anyways, take a deep breath. Oh, wow. This is the first time ever I've seen Q in front of a senator. It's a red Q. Surely he's not Q. He's glowing red. Entertainment purposes only. YouTube. Okay. Well, that's the first scene with him. He's holding up the letter Q. Red letter Q. And he's illuminating in red. I say this over sometimes to see if I can get the scene to move on. Sometimes Spirit gives me images to clarify what my questions are. And he's the driver of a great big old huge, like a Greyhound bus. He's sitting in the driver's seat in his suit and tie, and he just closed the doors in front of him. And this great big old, he's driving the bus. What's in the bus? I want to know. So I'm going to try to get into the bus. I don't know what this is. I get up there, look into the bus, and there's, those chairs, those metal chairs with the black seats and the silver legs. They're all piled up in the middle of this bus upside down. I don't know what the symbol of that would be or why that would be. But all of these like old time metal chairs with black seats are all in the middle of this bus. Okay, I'm getting closer. And I'm looking through the cracks. And there's some people, some men down there in suits, and they're playing a child's game of jacks. They're throwing the bottle up, scooping up the jacks. All of them are in there, like 4 or 5 of them, and they're in the middle playing jacks. What the heck? I wonder where the game jacks came from. It's the weirdest scene I've ever seen. Okay. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to look to see where he's going. He's in tunnels. He's driving and driving and driving through tunnels with neon lights. It doesn't look like there is an opening. I mean, I don't see a light yet, but he's just driving and driving and driving in these tunnels with neon lights. So underground, playing games, trying to hide. Child's play. I just heard child's play, easy to do, nothing to it. We hide really well. These are the things I'm just hearing them all say. People are stupid. You can get away with anything. We figured out a way. These are everything that I'm hearing them say, especially the men that are playing the child's game of jacks. All right, I'm going to come up out of that because they're not moving me forward anymore. Whatever. Okay, I am going to do my situations. They seem to be working really well today. All of my cards I get on Etsy or Amazon. So you can just punch in the name of them. And usually they just come. All right, Mr. Tuberville or Tuberville. I don't care how you say it. I don't care how you say his name. Tuber, Tubber, Temper, treacherous, tyrannical. I don't care how you say his name. Alabama is glowing sparkly red. But the sparkles are not like happy sparkles. They're like glitching sparkles. Glitch, 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 glitch. Sometimes I don't know what all that means for a while. But that is exactly what, wow. Intervention and need rescue. Look at that. The tunnel, looking up, intervention, rescue, others involved. TikTok deadline. Time is running out. There's something really to that. I just felt a wave of hurry up and get this done, hurry up and get this done, hurry up and get this done. Time is running out. Family. Blood ties, inner circle. The gossip. They're losing control. This is either their movement, the white supremacy, white nationalists. I don't care. Whatever their plan is, because remember the first part of this remote, whatever their plan is, they're running out of time. They are getting desperate And they're throwing out, we're at the Hail Mary stage of their movement. I know I'm theatrical, but this is exactly what I'm getting right now. They are at the Hail Mary of their stage and their movement. And they're not getting very far anymore. The final is coming. We are going to divorce from them. We are going to let them go. This is going to be wow, that was huge. They are incredibly in denial of their last stages of their movement. They really think that they're going to be able to do stuff. People, hang on to your hats. You know what I mean? We will make it through this. We will make it through this. They are panicking. They know they're at the end. They know that they're not winning. They know that they're not going to get what they want. They know it. Extreme and harsh cutoff. Well, well, well. Which brings me to the last one, Mr. Kevin McCarthy, who has to navigate his daycare duties. You know, I have felt for a long time that Kevin McCarthy and Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene have had some alone time together. I'm not going to deny that no more. I have seen it, felt it, bleh. So I'm pretty sure he has an obligation to keep that quiet, right? I think Marjorie is conniving enough. She'll take out anybody in order to get power. She has no loyalty to nobody but herself and her movement, which looks like it's at the end. And they're throwing out Hail Marys, which would explain a little bit more about this budget hostage control issue that he has. So I can do a remote view. Yeah, I'll do a remote view. It's not like I'm one person or anything like that. I'm going to remote view the situation of the Republican Party in the House of Representatives as it is right now, and I want to see what comes up. So here we go. Take a deep breath. Romper room. Oh, no, 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 no. They're playing the child's game jacks as well. They're on the floor. They're on the house floor, and they're the ones in suits. They're playing the jacks game, the child game of jacks. I need to find out what that's about. Throw up the thing, get all the people before the ball drops. Ah. Get what you can before the ball drops. That's what this is meaning. The desperation before it all falls apart. All right. Okay, so here's the separation. There's a big, huge separation in the Republican Party in the House Representatives. So all of the Republicans that are not involved in the chaos movement BS down here are all in like normal color. They're all fine. They look normal and they're sitting over here. But the like Freedom Caucus and all that, they are in a haze, but it's a red, dusty haze but it looks like if you ever looked into like veins or I don't know, but it has red veins all over it. So they're definitely doing something together. They're definitely creating. I'm trying to ask, what does this foggy looking red hazy thing wrapped around them mean? They're stuck. They're locked in. They're locked in together. They're locked in. They're locked in. That's all I can see right here. It's like their hands are on this membrane thing, but there's no doors out. There's no way out of it. Somebody has a scalpel. And that person comes close to this thing and then threatens to slice it open. And everybody on the inside says, no, 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 you know, we will die. We will die. We will die. Don't do that. We will die. And that person keeps on coming closer and closer and closer. It's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to do it. No. This is very interesting. Kevin McCarthy's in there too. He keeps on trying to stand up, straighten his stuff, and go, okay, calm down. Calm down. We got to do this the right way. Calm down. I'm coming out of that. They're in trouble. They are in some major trouble. Okay. Situations for this one, and then we'll call it a day. I think that's enough, don't you? It just keeps on getting bizarrer and bizarro and bizarro. Bizarre. Racing, avoiding, wishing, racing, wishing, racing, and avoiding. They're racing, wishing, hoping that it's going to work out, hoping it's going to work out. Please let it work out. Offer, proposal, commitment. We don't get this done. We're through. Money, of course, is part of this whole thing. Soulmate, the connection that they have to this entity that's doing it, whatever it is, triggers. These people, bounty hunters, don't do it. We will be caught up. They're trying to throw down some look at that. Bounty hunters, they are done. Bounty hunters, they are done. I find this history in the past history. This happened before. And again, the divorce and the final. Like I said, truly believe that they are at the end. So, all right, everyone.
America at our best, a beacon of hope for the oppressed, the strength to stand with those who love liberty and respect human dignity, the courage to oppose murderous tyrants. Some question if America's greatness is only our history, not our future. But in a dangerous and changing world, President Joe Biden reminds the world what it means to be an American. That America is great when we are good. While air raid sirens blared, President Biden stood side by side with a democracy under attack. He's brought the freedom-loving world together to once again unite against a monstrous tyranny of darkness. We are Americans. Joe Biden is our president. We stand with freedom. We stand with Ukraine.